Всем привет, всем привет. Так, что у нас там? Искать резиденцию. Здесь мы опять не пройдем. Смотри, темный дух все еще висит тут.
What do you want now?
Nothing. It's all right.
Remember that the enlightened...
Ну-ну. Пусть следит. Там сколько всего. Еще выше. Давай поговорим сначала.
Ah, Your Excellency. The Enlightened must have sent you. I would like to ask a favor of you.
I'm listening.
As you may be aware, we suspected this island might be the one St. Lucius wrote about.
Did you?
We did, but let me explain. This island was where St. Matthias lived at the end of his life, and where he founded a perfect community. Some time ago, we created a village which we called Eden, following his example. We chose this place as it seemed to be the closest to the one described in the Holy Scriptures. It is a home to a community of converted islanders, accompanied and guided in their budding faith by our theologians. As you can imagine, it is of the utmost importance to us. All the more so because we discovered some tablets there, which were engraved by our founder.
An extraordinary discovery that confirms your suspicions.
I see you understand. Alas, these tablets were stolen, probably by the islanders who still reject our influence. I know that you are generally well accepted by the natives. That is why I was hoping that you could help us to retrieve what belongs to us.
I suppose I could go to Eden and try and retrieve them.
Marvelous. The leader of the community, Father Justinius, will be able to answer your questions. May the Enlightened assist you in this holy quest, Your Excellency.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Ordo Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Nauts would be among them. They are very secretive, and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Раскрыть тайны нафты, о которой говорил Домициус.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Так, мне как-то наверх надо попасть. Ага. Че, повар, что ли?
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing. Have you heard Father Aloysius' sermon? A bit too hateful for my taste. He should know that moderation goes hand in hand with wisdom.
Ваше Святейшество, мы навели порядок в подземелье, как вы приказали. Гости Вашего Святейшества многое изволили попортить. Пришлось заменить все ковры, их было не отстирать. Надеюсь, вам понравится. Ключи от комнаты, как обычно, у вас в письменном столе. Полупустые склады. Так, где ключи-то взять? Может быть, он как раз и внизу? Потому что в ее кабинет, ну, вряд ли меня сейчас пустят. А, вон стол. Это ключики. А у Константина закрыто было. Так, как мне теперь вниз?
This area of the palace is forbidden to visitors. By order of the Mother Cardinal.
We did not know. Please excuse us.
The basements are for servants only.
Very well. We'll go back up.
Удобный жилет. А мне его нету. Где мне его купить? Где на этот шкаф, что ли? Закрыто. Тоже закрыто. Ладненько. А, вот оно и есть. Магазинчик.
Welcome to the best.
Никто, главное, пушки не продает. $108.65, да, сопротивление урона. 108.65. Ну, не настолько он лучше.
Goodbye. May the enlightened
этот
always
сразу
keep
одевает.
you in his divine blessing.
Удобный жилет. Удобный жилет. Удобный жилет. Типа без палева, да? Подвал у нас в этой части. Серьезно, никто не заморачивается, что они только что тут были. Какие-нибудь сундуки тут есть.
This is a very unique place. The smell of stupor and vice reign as its masters.
You're not wrong. We should search this place. For goodness sake! This room reeks of alcohol.
And not just any old alcohol, if my nose does not deceive me. Cornelia always had great taste when it came to drinking.
It seems that someone forgot their earring.
Ugh. Here is an object of more than questionable taste. A woman from a good family would never wear it. It's junk. The kind of thing a courtesan would wear.
I didn't know you were an expert on the subject, Father.
The subject of jewelry?
No, of courtesans.
We are here at the heart of human depravity. Outrageous luxury, excessively priced alcohol, obvious debauchery.
Surely this is enough to incriminate the Mother Cardinal.
No, my child. These things are common in certain circles, even in Tuleme, unfortunately. Cornelia may well have organized these things for others. These parties might be of use in gaining some political favor. We must find out who is involved and learn more.
The earring that we found may help us with that. We could ask at the brothel if it belongs to a prostitute.
We should continue searching. Perhaps we missed something.
Еще что-то. Здесь больше нет, если только за дверью.
Locked.
комната. В книге много записей о кредитах, взятых у ростовщика. Каждой записи о расходах соответствует приход на такую же сумму. Речь идет об огромных суммах, но источник прибыли не указан. Кроме того, содержится много записей о периодических выплатах с пометкой «Леденец».
This document is highly important. By reading it carefully, you could learn a lot. The Mother Cardinal apparently borrows large amounts of money from a moneylender. Actually, enormous sums.
What's more, she does so quite regularly. How does she manage to give it all back?
And the name Candy Cane crops up several times. Quite suspicious, don't you think?
This sweet person must be doing her huge favors to get these sums. I think we have everything we need. There is probably a connection between these pleasure parties and the account books. Let's ask a few questions.
The moneylender is well established. He can be found near the main square. As for this Candy Cane, the name doesn't ring any bells to me, but the moneylender must know more about him.
We can also go and gather information at the Coin Tavern. Perhaps the manager knows him.
Все, валим отсюда, валим быстрее. Что-нибудь видно было. Я думаю, можно было бы и так, короче, пролезть. Дождаться, пока он уйдет. Не надо было переодеваться. Так, что на мне было? Рванину эту снять. Что-то мигает, да?
Come closer. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Goodbye. May the enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Лавка ростовщика. Ах, один трёп. Зато опыта, наверное, дадут. Вот такой шлемачок.
Can I help you?
Yes, actually. I have a small favor to ask.
You don't look like you need money from me.
I know that you know the Mother Cardinal. She borrowed money from you on several occasions. I want to know why.
Where did you find that out? Who told you?
I want to know why she borrows money from you.
Lending money is my job. It's not illegal. And I don't have to give you an answer.
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Тоже не
Obviously.
расскажет.
All of San Mateus knows that name.
Can you tell me about him?
I don't know him personally. We've never been introduced. But rumour has it that he often hangs out in the basement at the Coin Tavern. You ask far too many questions. My guys will make you regret sticking your nose in other people's business.
Серьезно, не пропал, да, у него? Так, мне надо ловушки и отравить. Давай. Что охренел?
Stop! You're gonna kill them! I'll tell you everything. But after that, leave me be and do not come back.
Why is the Cardinal borrowing money from you, and how does she pay you back so quickly?
I have no idea. And to be honest, I don't care in the slightest. All I can do is assure you that she's not helping herself to the city funds, if that's what you're thinking.
How could you possibly know that?
Because San Mateus is rich, but not that rich. With a Cardinal, we're talking about astronomical amounts.
And what's Candy Cane's role in all of this?
I don't know. I really have no dealings with him. We have never met, and I have no desire to. He and the Cardinal have a connection, but I just lend money. I have nothing to do with him. My advice to you is don't get involved. Those two are dangerous.
I would advise you to keep all of this to yourself.
I don't want any trouble. I will be as silent as a stone.
Ловушку только там надо забрать. Что, здесь нельзя взорвать проход? Кого-то мы все-таки убили. Так, навыки. Навыки. Это закрыто у нас. Окей. Фехтование пошли. Сила воли, магия. Оглушение, пробивание брони. На 22-м это через сколько? Через 3 уровня. Это я на самом деле на последний оставлю, да? Ладно, уж пойдем. Ставим пока. Торговое управление, да?
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nords.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then 2 of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Расследовать исчезновение нафтов.
Thanks. I've got everything I need.
It would appear that the Ordo Luminis has been up to mischief again. Their foolish zealousness has been causing us a lot of problems. If we let them, they'd burn the entire world and leave it to the enlightened to sort out the good from the bad.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
С кем-то можно переговорить.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors, some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the mage inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Knots are up to.
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island. Especially considering what we've learned from Domitius. They must be doing everything in their power to discover the Nort's secrets.
Особый символ. А лучше моряков пока поспрашиваю.
Good day. I'm looking for 2 men. Nauts that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor, a nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Уже похожий квест был в самом начале игры. Точно такой же. Пропал матрос, опять же у нафтов. Опять в таверну надо было идти. Так, ну этот мне ничего не скажет. Неужели воображение у разработчиков закончилось по квестам? Интересно, насколько игра рассчитана часов? Чистого сюжета.
We're approaching the tavern. If we're discreet, we should be able to eavesdrop on a conversation.
Ну, я скрытно подошел, что они не базарят.
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seemed to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You do know that lying is forbidden in the sacred texts. Lies from someone as pious as yourself.
Petrus. All politics. Why am I not surprised to see you playing the lawyer to infidels?
Remember your manners, Aloysius, and tell us politely what this is about. The Mother Cardinal will be most saddened to hear that you have shown aggression to an emissary, and you know she'll listen to me.
I do not appreciate this attempt at intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Сколько тут всего? Даже не знаю, с чего и начать. Сохранюсь-ка я, наверное. На всякий случай. То как-то неохота. Застрял, что ли? Беда. Так. Освободить пленных нафтов. Внизу. Я даже разговаривать ни с кем не буду.
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
Do not forget that there is only one song that can make us change our minds, Greenblood.
Played with golden notes.
You said it. Or songs of steel. They also open doors.
Такой, чё?
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while, but be discreet.
Ты меня еще и запугиваешь. Я с такими, блин, дрался. Не понял.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
Greetings. Quartermaster Herbert. I'm in charge of these barracks. And you are?
Desade, legate of the congregation.
Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. And what can I do for you?
That will be all, Quartermaster.
С этим ничего. Какой же тут лабиринт, а? Нельзя было попроще что-нибудь придумать. Замечательно. Ой, прямо. Нет, в другую сторону. Поговорить с трактирщиком.
Can I get you anything?
Ты только что же торговал шмотками.
I'm here for something else. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
If you wish. What would you like to know?
Do you think that the Mother Cardinal may have ever been here?
Are you drunk or something?
You sometimes deliver goods to your big clients, isn't that right?
Of course. The rich don't like to get drunk among mere mortals.
And have you ever supplied anyone from the palace?
Yes, that has happened. It suits them.
And who places these orders?
Well, a steward, of course. Don't you know how things work?
A woman? Dressed in a long green cloak?
No, the steward is more discreet. On the other hand, the person in the big green coat, the steward speaks to her sometimes. They know each other or work together.
What can you tell me about a certain Candy Cane?
Candy Cane? Everyone speaks about him or has heard of him, but no one really knows him.
And what do they say about him?
Here, nothing. You need to go downstairs for that sort of thing.
To the games room and the brothel?
Yes, that's more the kind of place where they'd talk about him.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Can I get you anything? Look who it is. I feel that once...
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Так, еще внизу там тоже меточка была.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager? To fight?
I imagine that the name Candy Cane rings a bell.
Obviously. Even though I would prefer it wasn't the case. He's a sort of... organizer. He captures most of the beasts who fight in the arena.
How is that a problem?
Apparently, he's fixed a few fights. These kind of rumors aren't good for my business.
If that's the case, why don't you stop him?
He has friends, protectors. Without solid evidence, no one will lift a finger. And the only ones who wanted to speak of his cartel have disappeared.
Do you know where I can find him?
He often hangs out around the port at night, but I strongly advise you to stay away from the guy.
I know how to look after myself. Thanks for the information. Has the Mother Cardinal ever come here to place bets?
The Mother Cardinal? And why not Saint Matthias himself while you're at it?
Понятно.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Че, можно на арену, да, сходить? Или это вся та же самая арена будет? Если нет, то можно подраться там тоже. То же самое.
Ready to excite the crowd?
Ну да, все абсолютно то же самое.
I need to get going.
Huh.
Ничего нового. Все костры надо зажечь будет. Давай грузись уже, что ли. Что так долго? Не понял, а что я не сделал-то? Ну ладно, давай сейчас нафтов еще попробуем присануть. Так, мы заходили с этого, да? С этой двери. Ага. Перелезть. Это можно обойти. Замечательно. Здесь ходит нафта, которая мне ничего не сделает. И опять темнотища. Не, ну серьезно, это не прикольно. О, лампа разработана. Внимание всех нафтов, охраняющих склады. В порту замечены переодетые инквизиторы, которые пытаются проникнуть в здание. Призываю удвоить охрану на особо важных складах. Всем быть предельно внимательным, не впускать в складские помещения никого, кроме нафтов. Защитите наши тайны любой
This
ценой.
note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way we'll know exactly what the Naughts are hiding from us.
Далеко он склад этот особенный находится. Закрыто. Даже не то, что закрыто, не активно. Ну, какие стали? Двери неактивные делать. Так, где это находится? Так, если мы здесь свернем. Давай, проходи, не стой. Что ж, боеприпасов там понабрал. 57, все. Даже здесь, наверное, можно пройти. Угу. Да ладно, пропустили. Просто хожу, обчищаю, короче, их склад. О. А вон и то, что мне надо, светится. Прошу как можно скорее отремонтировать крик дельфина на трезубце. Заодно замените барометр. Старый уже ненадежен. Экипаж не смог своевременно уйти от шторма и потерял парус. Действуйте осторожно, за нами следят инквизиторы. Адмирал Кабрал.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars. Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments.
Значит, на втором этаже.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
Не знаю, такие термометры я вообще не встречал.
These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. Oh. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side. These instruments are incredible and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Naught's secrets get the best of him.
Найти улики против Ордена Света.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Я могу здесь прыгнуть? Замечательно. Замечательно. Еще один сундучок. Колечки всякие. Смотри, сколько лута тут валяется. Прям вообще. Все можно продать. Так, мы идем в штаб Ордена Света. Я все-таки хотел в этом борделе, таверне, разобраться, что там не так. Почему я не могу поговорить с барменом еще раз? Раскрыть тайну чудовищ. Это что такое было? Не, подожди, не сейчас, не так я делаю. Торможу немного.
Get rid of these money bags. To my help. And death to the other! May the shadow engulf our enemies. Dicey. Here!
Ну что делать? Надо же как-то начинать выбивать ачивки. Так, говорить с букмекером. Это вот здесь. Все здания одни и те же. Вот где он? Внизу. Нет, это не то. Это не то. Здесь он сидит. О, да тут у нас казармы монетной стражи. Ну-ну.
May the enlightened bless you.
So, have you found what you were looking for?
Let's just say that I'm gathering information.
My treasures are worth their price. I promise you that you will get your money's worth. For you, I'm sure we can make a special arrangement.
А ничего, то, что тут стоит как бы капитан, нет?
Father, do you want to explain to this man why we are here?
Of course. We are not here for your services, but to lead an investigation Several clients of yours have made a complaint. Precious objects disappearing after your employees' visits.
People in very high places are concerned, which explains why we've been asked to take care of it.
This cannot be. Well, listen. Come in, but please be discreet.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Метку надо снять. Ух ты, это что такое у нас? Арена мест. Понятно.
Good day.
Welcome. You here to wager?
Не понял.
What is this arena? And do they win?
A few do. Others have less luck. But they do get the thrill either way, you see. And that's all that counts.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Что-то либо я дурак.
Welcome.
Лыжи не едут.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Что за бред?
Look, a new face. Oh, but wouldn't that be... Hello, Father.
Oh, hello.
We would like to know if you know who this earring belongs to. Is it maybe yours?
Absolutely not. I am careful not to leave my belongings with clients, and I have no desire to answer your questions. That doesn't fall within my services.
Very well. Goodbye.
There are too many of you for me alone, my little lambs.
Sorry, madam, but we're here to ask other favors of you. This question might seem a little surprising, but do you know who this earring might belong to?
Why? It's mine. I lost it when... How did you get hold of it?
Are you sure you want to broach that subject here?
You're right. Come with me. Well, what do you want? Why are you giving me back my earring?
You know where we found it, don't you?
Obviously. I realized as soon as I got back that I'd lost it.
I imagine your pimp does not know that you take part in these parties. He doesn't dabble in this at all?
No. Do not say anything to him, I beg you. He's on my case enough as it is.
Then I suggest you answer my questions.
What would you like to know?
Do you know who organizes these parties?
Not really, no. A steward pays me when I go, but I don't see anyone else, apart from the clients.
You can't even give me a single name.
No. The only person who sometimes speaks to this steward is a woman who is always wearing a green coat. She never takes part in the festivities, but the steward rushes over whenever she arrives.
Could you tell us who you saw at the parties?
Rich people, or better. They seemed very rich and important to me, but I don't know them.
Do you think that an important person from Thélème could have partaken in these soirees?
You're thinking of Mother Cardinal, aren't you? You lot really think we are a bunch of degenerates.
You're hardly a shining example of virtue, my child. Just answer our questions.
Sorry, Father, I don't know the Mother Cardinal, but I strongly doubt she dabbles in that.
You don't think you could recognize her, and you don't think you've crossed paths. What a testimony. Admit it, you must know more than you're letting on. It's virtually impossible not to recognize someone while being so close to these influential people, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I was able to recognize someone, once. Even with a mask on, I'm good at recognizing my clients.
Please continue. I'm all ears.
I don't want to implicate anyone, But he is of no real importance, and you've probably never even heard of him. It's the local moneylender.
I know very well who you're referring to, my dear.
But I didn't mention anything to you, huh? This stays between us.
I don't even remember the subject of this conversation anymore. This woman in the green coat, could you tell me about her?
She always hides her face and never joins us. Then she disappears into a little office and locks the door.
I see. She is quite important then. Do you know someone who goes by the name of Candy Cane?
Everyone does. He is a powerful person, so his name makes the rounds.
Have you ever spotted him at these pleasure parties?
In all honesty, I wouldn't even be able to recognize him. I've heard his name before, but that's all.
Thank you for your help.
Be sure not to mention this to anyone. I'd lose my clients if they suspected me of speaking about them, you know.
Кому ты нужна? Нет, здесь нормально, да, разговаривать? Окей. Окей.
Good day.
Well,
ну и чё?
On what would we be betting?
On the fights in the arena. Quite a few coming.
And do they win?
A few do.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
Вообще непонятно.
Can I get you anything? Look who...
I'm looking for a woman who comes here. She always wears a long green coat.
Yes, I have seen this coat before. But I have no idea who is beneath it, if that's what you're asking. All I know is that I've seen her speaking to a regular, a steward of the palace who comes to place big orders. Always prime choice.
I have to go. I will leave you to your work.
Теперь-то можно поговорить с букмекером, нет?
Good day.
Welcome.
О.
I'm looking for someone. A woman wearing a big green coat.
Yeah, I know who you mean. She's a good client. She comes in especially for the big fights, and she has prime information.
Do you know where I can find her?
No, I don't even know her name.
She wouldn't happen to be coming back to collect some winnings, would she?
No, and I can't really tell you when she'll show up next.
I must be going.
Next time, then.
So, how do you see things, my child?
I think that the usurer is lending money to the Cardinal, and very significant sums at that. With this money, she bets on the arena fights while hiding in a big green coat. And she also gives large amounts to a certain Candy Cane, known for fixing fights.
Not only does our dear Cornelia love betting games, but she also wouldn't think twice about cheating to win.
Maybe he's just giving her advice. How can we prove anything?
We can always try asking him. Who knows? Perhaps he will give us an answer.
Найти и допросить леденца. А, ну еще в Орден Света надо забежать. Так, как туда пройти? Здесь же он, да? Должен быть.
Candy Cane is not here. At least not yet. Remember, my child, the bookmaker told us that he hangs around here at night.
That's true. You're right. Let's come back later.
Давай пока сходим к букмекеру. Давай к букмекеру, к поставщику. Нужно делать тут все квесты. Что ж такое? А я наверху там все открыл. Что это? Склад Г. Шутил бы я, но не буду. Так, вот здесь он, да? Это штаб-квартира даже. Район поисков, найти улики против Ордена Света. Может, на втором этаже. Орден Света, блин, а света у них нет нифига. Что за фигня? Почему у меня пистолет вниз? Ой, вообще пистолет убрался. Так вот. Не. Наставил тут. Смотри, они ждали меня даже. Как нехорошо. Вот тебе и доказательства. Великое очищение начнется, как только все пленные нафты сознаются. Тогда у нас будет достаточно доказательств, чтобы получить разрешение предстоятельницы. Давно пора стереть с лица земли этих еретиков. Слишком долго мы позволяли их безнаказанно разгуливать по улицам наших городов. Впрочем, будем осторожны. Если наш план обрушится, неприятностей не миновать.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
У вас уже неприятности, господа. Не знаю, сколько сейчас вот время пишется, тут нет. Время суток я имею в виду. Только карта, да?
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I must leave you.
Naturally.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
Сейчас его, блин, за жопу возьмут.
The Ordo Luminis captured several Naughts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Naughts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Naughts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Naughts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naught building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Naughts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Naughts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Naughts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Дилемма. Репутация +1. Что, у меня фонарь светится до сих пор, да? Пусть светится. Так. Что нам осталось? Только найти этого леденца здесь. Можно будет валить с острова. Прям до ночи. Сейчас что-то будет, сейчас что-то будет. Надо было наверх. Там можно было, да, подняться? Блин, нифига не видно в темноте. Так, ловушки, ладно, фиг с ними. Бомбы ядовитые. Ловушки будем против зверей устраивать. Никому случае не надо. Перчаточки какие-нибудь. А, мне ремесло +1. Слушай, я могу создавать же, получается, тогда. Вот ему дам перчатки священника. Где ж эта хрень там, сколько можно бегать?
Good evening. Are you the one they call Candy Cane?
Who are you?
Desade, legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate, no less. I imagine in these cases, the one accompanying you is the famous Petrus.
You seem to be very well informed. Therefore, you might be able to answer my question. What do you know about a woman in a green coat?
Why would I tell you?
We know that you have business with this woman, and that she is actually the Mother Cardinal.
How did you... You would be better off forgetting that.
That's not exactly the response I'd imagined. But nevertheless, seems rather eloquent.
I told you to forget about it, or you'll soon run into trouble. Legate or no legate.
Come on, it was just an innocent little conversation. Goodbye, Mr. Kane.
Bye. And Godspeed.
We have enough information.
Really? Is the fact that she bets on fights that are potentially fixed enough for you?
It's already a huge scandal. Let me just think about it for a little while. I will find a way of putting this information to good use.
I have faith in you, Father.
Окей. Так, ну нам теперь обратно. И надо, получается, ставить его, наверное, да? В доме. Так. Да, Петрус, кстати, нормальный в плане бойца. По-моему, я забираю. Интересно, а тебе двурок такой не нужен? О, ништяк. Забирай. Перчаточки. Ой, даже перчатки есть получше. Хоть и серые. Ну, к капитану, наверное. Капитан, капитан. Меня пугает все время здесь риза священника. Слушай, а на нее медальон не налезет? Налезет. Только магии не будет. Не-не-не, тогда оставить. Ого, аркебуза, меткость 3. $548, да? $562. Мушкетон. Пробивание брони 95. Физический урон. Выработка ярости, скорострельность. Так. А кто у меня там еще-то? Этот не использует, она тоже не использует. Ну, тогда ему отдадим. Еще прям самое оно будет. Что я еще хотел? Ладно, пока перерывчик. Куда это он меня тут собрался, а? А, мы как раз все равно в город же. Чай мушкетон сделаем заодно. На пробивание брони.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateos. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies, we transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tirfredi was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
I understand you may be sad because you were lied to. But do not be sad about who you are. We are a proud people. And I am glad to know that you are one of us.
Ну, как бы по татуировке было понятно, чего он ожидал. Что такое, типа, идеальное совпадение? Не думаю. Хотел посмотреть, что у нас там со взломом замков. 2-й уровень. Так, где кузнец? Нам нужен мушкетон. Именно на пробитие. Можно, конечно, вообще запредельно сделать физический урон. Шкура, чистая железная руда. Сейчас мы нормально вкачаем его. Так, сундук. Шкура. Одна. Куда такое количество? Вообще не понимаю. Почему нельзя было вправо вот так нажать? Хоп, он скинул. Тут мотание. Шкура и чистая железная руда. Эх, жалко вот 3-го уровня. Так, здесь, да?
Oh, so great.
Вообще красавчик.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Лицом к лицу. Раскрыть тайну чудовища. Секрет князя. Поговорить о находке с Константином. Дополнительно у нас несовершенный рай. А по карте это... Да. Так, куда нам тут предлагают? Раскрыть тайну чудовища, поговорить с отцом, найти лагерь научной экспедиции. Что к Хикмету не хочу пока идти. Лагерь у дороги на болото. У дороги на болото. Здесь же помогать пока нельзя никому. Сейчас будет проверить мушкетон. Должен быть вообще огонь. И все, да, нам дальше туда. Пройдемся. Не пойдем. По квесту надо будет. Уверен, прям капец как. Ресурсов нету. Так, и насчет ловушек. Отравить. Не. Давай ядовитые ловушки сюда сразу. Царь. Откроем лагерь. Три из 3. Заказы. Просто имба. Так, эксперт по отравлению я получил. Теперь будем пользоваться ловушками такими стихийными. Что у нас там по заказам?
What an astounding place.
My mother told me about this place. She said that the village was devoured by the houses of the sons. How could their chief accept this?
All that's left to do is to find Father Justinius.
Могила странника. Обращаюсь ко всем добрым людям, которые будут пересекать Ведвили. Ведвилви. Мой брат пошел туда из любопытства. Я так и не вернулся. Если кто найдет его тело, прошу вас похоронить, чтобы он упокоился с миром. Кошель с монетами, наверное, все еще при нем. Возьмите себе как награду за доброе дело. Логово Йоргланов. К северу от Эдема обнаружено логово. К северу от Эдема. То вот здесь вот. Мне аж прям интересно стало. Бежать-то тут всего ничего. Что, вы драться будете на меня, нет? Застреливай.
I'm wounded. I need help.
Я вроде проходил, их тут не было. А, я на другую дорогу пошел. Здесь, да, здесь все, здесь я уже был. Сюда я же пошел. Не забрал еще. Наверное, сюда еще сбегаем и все. А, поговорим с отцом Матью. Как он там? Действительно интересно, что там такое находится. Опять не туда. Тогда все правильно. У меня ложки кончились. Ты не попал. Резко. Парализующая ядовитая бомба. Нет, 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 забирайся обратно. Может быть, там записи какие-нибудь есть. Все-таки по квесту, да? Ну ладно, по квесту, так по квесту. Животных еще надо. Сюда наверх.
Welcome to Eden, the lighthouse of faith, harmony, and civilization in these wild lands.
Thank you. Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Father Justinius. Delighted.
Justinius.
And what may I do for you?
The Mother Cardinal has asked me to investigate the theft of these tablets you discovered.
That's excellent news. The loss of the tablets is a catastrophe. We have to find them at all costs. If you want to learn more about these tablets, you should go ask Sister Eugenia. She supervises the theologians who discovered them, and were also guarding them. You should find her a bit further in the village, with her colleagues.
Who are the suspects of this theft?
The heretical brutes of the village of Vedlug most likely had a hand in this. They must have wanted to please the demons they worship by stealing the holy word from us.
How could they have learned of the tablet's existence?
Perhaps the demons are giving them this power. Unless one of the natives living in the village innocently mentioned them. They are so naive. Either way, I am certain that the heretics are involved in this matter.
Поговорить с отцом Юстиниусом. Поговорить с богословами, узнать больше об истории Эдема.
I must leave you. Goodbye.
May the enlightened...
I wonder how my people could accept the priests settling in their home like this.
It all seems a bit too convenient. If we find out some information about the history of Eden, maybe we'll change our view on things. The theft of the relic is probably not a coincidence.
Где-то вот здесь должен быть спуск.
If you are saying that these tablets bear writings from the very hand of our holy founder, then we must find them. Without them, all our research to trace the life of Saint Matthias on this island is doomed to failure. If these savages have stolen...
Простите.
Hello. The Mother Cardinal asked me to help you find the tablets that were stolen. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course. But hurry, I have a lot to do.
I talked to Father Justinius. He told me that you were supervising the theologians here.
Indeed. It is under my supervision that the research on Saint Matthias is conducted.
Whom do you suspect of being the thief?
Alas, I'm afraid there are many suspects. These tablets are priceless relics. Some settlers may have fallen prey to the lure of profit. The heretical natives of Vedlug may have wanted to take them away from us, or it could have been vengeance by those who had to leave the village.
Where were the tablets the night they were stolen?
We were keeping them in one of the village's shacks. We intended to bring them to San Mateus later, but first we wanted to examine them in order to obtain as much information as possible. You can go and take a look in the shack if you want to, but I couldn't find any traces of forced entry.
I imagine someone was keeping watch over them.
Of course, we took turns guarding the shack. But some of us can't have taken the task that seriously. If I remember correctly, it was Brother Virgil who was guarding them that night.
Well, thank you for these pieces of information.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. Especially if you managed to retrieve the tablets for us.
The Mother Cardinal told me that this village had been developed on the basis of St. Lucius's writings. Are you one of the theologians who helped in its creation?
Yes. I was sent here to confirm that this place is indeed the one described in the writings, and then I stayed.
Were there any confrontations with the natives?
Yes. The warriors of the village attacked us. The Ordo Luminous actually had to intervene. The Inquisition managed to make them run away. The islanders tried to attack again with the support of Vedlug, but we stood our ground. And when Lur, the chief of the village, finally accepted our presence, things calmed down.
What was the reaction of the natives when you arrived here?
Most of them were not in favor of us living amongst them. They were afraid we might chase them out of their own village. And there were even more protests once we started talking about searching for traces of St. Mateus. I suppose they thought we would destroy all of their raised stones and other places of superstition.
Thank you. This information will certainly... Thank you. I will let you work.
Какой прям спасибо, спасибо.
Do you have any ideas about who stole the tablets?
Some of the village savages helped us during the search. Perhaps they are behind all of this. There was a particular woman who seemed to want us to be there. I don't remember her name, though.
Greetings. Desarde. I am handling the investigation into the theft of the tablets.
I'm Brother Virgil. What would you like to know?
According to your colleague, you...
Indeed.
What can you tell me about that night?
No, nothing in particular. The night was quiet, and then the morning after, we saw they were gone.
Someone had to enter the shack to steal the tablets. How did that happen?
I have no idea. The door was closed in the morning, and the lock was intact.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Not really. What I can tell you for sure is it is not
сами по себе,
us.
да?
Well, Sister Eugenia did tell me that the tablets were priceless.
Of course. But our motivation is not the lure of profit. All that matters to us is their value as proof, not the money we could make out of them.
Do you think the culprit could be a native?
Well, since none of us did it, it seems obvious. There aren't many other settlers around here, and the natives knew of the existence of these tablets before we found them. They were attached to them too, in their own way.
They are the ones who led you to them.
Well, we conducted the research, but they helped us find where they were hidden. Some inhabitants of the village are still giving us a hand with our work.
Well, thank you. I will investigate where the theft took place.
As you wish. But you won't find anything there. And why does it matter, anyway? There were witnesses to the discovery of these tablets. We have all the proof we need. And that's all that matters.
What do you mean?
Now we can prove St. Mateus lived here. Our actions on this island are justified. To keep rummaging the way Sister Eugenia does will only create more tensions with the natives.
I was not expecting a theologian to say such things. Have you been in Eden for a long time?
2 months, approximately. Back then, I joined Sister Eugenia's team with some of my colleagues. We arrived straight from Ptolemy, but once we were here, I understood that we must bring them.
You talked about a mission with the natives. What did you mean by that?
I may be under the command of Sister Eugenia here, but my superior is Bishop Domitius. Our mission is to banish pagan cults and convert the entire population to the light. The island belongs to Saint Matthias, and therefore to Ptolemy, since the god of light offered it to our founder.
You have a very unique way of seeing things. I doubt everyone accepts it. How are your relations with the natives?
When I arrived, we were still trying to obtain information from them about Saint Matthias, but they were very reluctant to give us any answers. We were also trying to educate them. Our attempts eventually made some of the inhabitants of the village react badly. Most stubborn against our teachings, the warriors, and the marked. The ones the natives call the Onomanawi. They eventually left, and it has proved nothing but a blessing for us. I would like to go back to work now, if you don't mind.
Of course. I will leave you to your work.
Так, а в ту хижину, я думал, давай в эту заглянем, можно? Здесь явно нет ничего. Что-то он мутит, не договаривает, то одно, то другое. Говорит, главное, что мы их нашли, а то ж потеряли вообще
There is
насрать.
only one entrance and the door shows no evidence of a break-in.
This priest, Virgil, said that the night was calm. So calm that he probably fell asleep. So, the thieves only had to take the key from him.
It's very likely that that's what happened, but someone must have informed them. It can't be a coincidence that they decided to steal it during the watch of the only neglectful guard.
You think that the one who told them is in this village?
We know that this theft
Какой из
could
него
be an
страж?
act of vengeance by the natives who were forced to leave here. They must still have allies in the village, family or friends. We should go talk to the chief of the natives. He will certainly know who is close to the exiles, and enough about the researchers to inform them.
Расследовать кражу. А вот он, наверное, дом, да? Это узнать больше Эдема. Квесты начинают путаться уже. Так, ну тут нам дядька ничего не скажет. Я уже с ним поговорил. Где его дом-то? Это пещера, что ли? Лут. Сейчас сначала заберем у него все. Большой обсидианный молот. Синенький. Хорошо. Правда, у нас двуруком никто не пользуется тяжелым оружием.
Hello. I am Lair, the village leader. Well, I was the leader of this village.
Hello, Desarde. I am the legate of the merchant congregation.
There are Onolmenawi among the Logead Blau. I did not know that. What do you want from me?
I've heard a lot of things about this village of Eden, but I'd like to hear your version.
I'm not sure I have the answers to all of your questions, but I'll try.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Ptolemy, and how you received them.
The priests were roaming around the village. They were saying that it was the place where their saint had lived. They were asking questions, talking about the light and all these things. One morning they were building houses next to ours. And we had new neighbors.
Tell me about the arrival of the people of Thélème.
The priests were roaming around. They were asking questions. One morning they...
The priests told me that they had managed to convert you. How did that happen?
As long as we refused to listen to them, they were violent, and they destroyed some of our sanctuaries. So we let them talk. And now that they think that we love their god, they leave us alone. Some of the things they say are beautiful, and their magic is impressive. But we do not forget our spirits.
One of the theologians told me that you had helped them in their research.
They wanted to find tracks of the old sage, of the one they call Saint Matthias, and they were rummaging through everything. Our Donegad did not want to tell them anything, because the old sage is sacred here. But since they violently interrogated everyone, I thought it wise to guide them to the place where the stones were.
What happened to your warriors? Why did they have to leave the village?
They did not accept the presence of the priests and their questions. They tried to retake the village. They even asked Deirdre, the chief of Vedlug, for her help. So, the priests called the Soul Lasser, the Burning Suns, and they killed many of them. I asked for peace, and the others left us. They wanted to join Vedlug.
Aren't you angry after all?
No. I mourn those who...
Your opportunity for what?
For the Renaigse to understand who we are. Not savages, nor monsters, but men. Perhaps wiser than they are.
I have to go.
Like...
Все равно ничего не понятно. Чего, куда? Разрешили говорить, но при этом при своей вере. Дали бы им отпор, да и все.
Father,
I'm glad to see you, my child.
Tell me about
the answer.
Прям по-быстрому сейчас пробегусь.
How well
Все то же самое.
There are no...
Perfect harmony takes time, but, you know...
I must leave you.
May the enlightened always...
I knew that the story would be more complex than we'd been told.
The priests separated this village into two parts. The exiles must be broken-hearted, having left their clan behind.
On the other hand, had they followed their chief's example, this wouldn't have happened. Either way, the resentment here is strong enough for a theft to occur.
Ладно, доделаем квест.
You have returned on Almanawi. Do you need?
I think I know who stole the tablets.
Really?
I believe those who were exiled from your village seek vengeance because the missionaries forced them to leave. They must have taken the tablets with the help of someone else who stayed here.
You may be right, but you may also be wrong.
You do well to tell me what you know. Once the priests have reached the same conclusions as I have, how do you think they will interrogate you?
You're probably right. The Inquisitors would come back, and my people would suffer. I do not want to break the peace that I did all I could to make. I think the name of the woman you are looking for is Vindwal. She helps the priests who seek the old sage.
If she's helping the priests, why would she betray them now?
Her son is one of the warriors who had to leave the village. He is filled with anger and fury. If you go talk to her, please, do not hurt her. She is but a mother who acted according to her son's wishes.
I have no intention of hurting her, but things may not be so simple when it comes to her son.
Поговорить с Виндваль.
I have to go.
Like so many others.
Квесты скучные начались. Прям вообще ни монстров не побить, ничего. Прибеги, узнай. Прибеги туда, ты опять узнай.
Greetings. Are you Vindwal?
Bird tier Tumad. Yes, that is me. What do you want?
Ожидал, конечно, что будет больше приключений.
Listen, I know you helped the exiles to steal the tablets of Saint Matthias.
No, this is not true. It wasn't me.
There's no point in denying it. I know you did it for your son who had to leave the village.
If you know that, then you know that I don't have the tablets. So what do you want from me?
Даже в Dragon Age больше было драки, чем здесь. Какие-то 3-4 босса и все, и бегаешь, и бегаешь. Так, сказать, что она может спасти жизнь ворам.
The only means of alleviating the situation with Teleme is to give the priests their tablets back. So, if you don't want your son to suffer their wrath, it would be best if I could retrieve them discreetly.
Bran and the rest of the exiles are hiding in the woods, beyond the stone circle. If you want to take the tablets away from them without being seen, do not take the path on the left. It is riddled with traps. And please, do not hurt my son.
Ну, это мы посмотрим. Ну, я же говорил, что здесь по квесту будет. Так, здесь надо в лагерь сразу бежать, телепортироваться, потому что надоело побегать, но... Толку от нее вообще не вижу. И ачивки тут будут выбивать очень и очень нудно. Так, говорит, не идите по левой тропе, да?
Here's the place that Vindwal indicated. The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was a trap. It would be smarter to take the other path.
А, серьезно? А, подожди. Так я и так другим путем пошел, получается. Ох, вот так вот. Ну, хотя бы стелс. Ладно. Что-то уже интереснее стало. Вот эти вот 3 чудика, которые сидят, они охраняют? Капец, отряд воинов там. Я-то думал.
There, we found them. Now all that's left to do is to return to Eden.
Да, игра меня явно разочаровала. Ладно, сколько тут? 4 воина сидят. Да не хочу я с ними драться, не хочу. Все, отстаньте от них. То есть они все равно меня заметили, ладно. Ой. Сейчас мы чуть-чуть по-другому сделаем. Да сейчас потом репутацию испорчу, ну нафиг.
The exiles must be near.
I hope you don't intend to fight them. They've already had to leave their families and their homes. They've suffered enough.
Don't worry, we'll be discreet.
Remember that we were told the area on the left was
Ну, даже заметили.
It would be smarter to take the other path.
Здесь, что ли, наверное, заметили меня. Ну, смысл не менять все равно. Беспонтовый стелс. Мне понравилась миссия, главное там, когда у Курта там типа расследовал убийство, типа пройти незаметно солдат, солдат, при этом не убивая их. Одна дорога и один стоит чувак, который палит все время меня, никуда не уходит. Как можно ее пройти, вообще не понял. Снотворное здесь кидать нельзя. Паралич был бы то же самое, опять драка началась бы. Спонтовщина. Все, надеюсь, можно вставать. Не схватите меня. Не пугай меня так.
What are you doing here?
I was worried for my son. I wanted to make sure that everything was fine.
I think so. I managed to retrieve the tablets discreetly.
I am glad to hear that you managed to retrieve them. I will go talk to my son now. He needs to stop seeking revenge and find a new clan.
That would indeed be wiser. Vengeance has no positive repercussions.
О, видишь, репутация. Где можно посмотреть полную репутацию? А, вот, видишь. Петрос, Сиора, Курт, Васка, дружба. Значит, надо Курта, Сиора, Петроса тоже. Устав Альянс, Дилемма и Нафты. С ними со всеми нужно быть в дружеских отношениях, чтобы ачивки получать. По-моему, это самое нудное тоже. Ладно, там 4 убить, не убить, точнее, нанести урон 400 ловушками. Их подряд расставил, ставишь по штук 5 просто и все. Но это, если неверно ответил, минус репутация. Ну, капец.
I retrieved your relics. Thank you. Thank you immensely. Thanks to them, we will be able to continue our research on St. Matthias.
I am curious to know who is responsible for this theft. The culprit must be brought to justice.
Ты должен понести
I do
наказание.
not want to point the finger at anyone. You have your relics back, and that's the only thing that matters.
Your indulgence honors you. But how can we be certain that these thieves will not strike again if they are not punished?
Had you
Меньше спать
respected
на
this
работе
village,
будешь.
you would not have to look for a culprit. You settled here without even asking those who lived here for their opinion on the matter. Instead of talking about harmony, start taking action to really make it happen.
But that is precisely what we desire more than anything. We may have been a bit clumsy in the beginning, but we'll make sure to improve things in the future. You really were a great help. I would be most grateful if you agreed to continue helping us.
I might come back at some point, but alas, I'm very busy.
Naturally. Either way, we are certainly capable of continuing our research without you.
Actually, I must go back to my work. Our next expedition must depart as soon as possible.
Your next expedition?
Our brave researchers must continue to follow the tracks of our founder on this island. In the meantime, here, take this as a token of gratitude for the help you gave us.
Thank you. I hope your expedition will be a success.
Что, нам только опыт дали? Спасибо хоть на этом. Так, раскрыть тайну чудовища, добыть и вылить зелье. А, ну это как раз мы тогда босса, когда валили болотного. Пойдем да завершим этот квест. Что я даже тогда и забыл про него. Ну, босс, да, там такая бобец была с длиннющими руками. От груди до колена свисает. А, так это здесь же. Во. Так, а как этот лагерь, интересно, называется? Наверное, самый первый, деревня. Точно. Значит, вот почему я не увидел. Под значком скрывалось.
You survived. Which must mean, alas, that one of the Nadaig is with us no longer. You are a great warrior.
Надайги — это духи.
You could almost be a storm warrior. What do you seek?
You set a trap for us, invoking and releasing that creature.
It is true. And the Nadaig is indeed one of the faces. A spirit of the Isle. I was hoping that you would disappear. The swamps do not like to give back those who enter. You have seen things that no stranger to our clan has ever seen. Secrets that no one must know. But you survived. You are strong. I should not have thought you so weak.
The ritual. This is how you prepare the blood sap.
What are you talking about, Siora?
No one knows the recipe. But it is the very balm that allows her warriors to enter into a trance. And to rise again when they have fallen.
It is true. You do not know the ingredients, but you know now how the blessing works. I have nothing more to give you than my excuses. And that you keep to yourself all that you have seen. You are a brave Onalmanawi, and I would like to request your help.
You request my help after sending me on a suicide mission.
Хотел убить меня, теперь просит о помощи.
And you have proven your valor fighting the Nadaig. So yes, I am asking for your help in saving the people who are suffering in this camp.
What do you intend to do exactly?
Attack and destroy this camp and those who live in it to set my people free.
And how am I supposed to help you?
My clan is powerful, but so are these Soul Lasser. I need more warriors. Eseld of the Gaiasrad is in my debt.
Чё, сейчас
But
будем
I'm
деревню
afraid she might
освобождать?
refuse to honor it after her clan was defeated. You know how to talk to people. And you are friends with her twin sister. I would like you to go and convince her to help me.
I suppose I could try at least.
That would be good. It would also be good if you could fight alongside us to set these prisoners free. Meet us near the camp with the forces you managed to assemble.
Слушай, ну вот это мне уже нравится. Оп, 20-очка.
We should go and see the Mother Cardinal. It is her Inquisition, after all. If she finds out afterwards that we went to fight them without even informing her first, she might take offense.
Честно, я что-то даже не хочу с ней насчет этого разговаривать. Так я что, не узнал, что ли? Ой, ужас какой. Так, во-первых, характеристики. Позволяет наносить больше урона врагам без брони с помощью навыка одноручное оружие. Так, это на 22-м открывается, это на следующем. И уже закончим тогда со взломом. Так, куда бежать? Закончен со взломом. Наверное, будем... Харизма не нужна мне. Так, вот здесь найти... Нет. Вот, даже без загрузки. Тихо. Где там она? В доме, что ли, да?
Oh, there you are, Your Excellency. The Enlightened has heard my prayers.
What's going on? Where are the others?
After deciphering the content of the tablets, they went north to continue their research in some swamps. But they must have encountered problems. Brother Fidelis came back here, and he was in a dreadful state. He most likely came to seek help, but he fainted. It's impossible for us to know what happened to them.
I'm not a doctor, but I may be able to examine him.
Oh, please do. Any help would be appreciated. We've done our best, but our magic has proved inefficient. And the healer we sent for will certainly arrive too late from San Mateus.
Так, ну у меня наука вкачана, если... ну так его осмотреть.
This man is burning up with fever and he bears several bite marks and
Я
traces
думаю,
of
опять
blows.
наука понадобится.
The flesh is swollen around the bites. Perhaps the creature that bit him was venomous. Have you tried giving him any anti-poison?
Of course, but to no avail. And what if it were a hex cast by the heretics?
No matter what happens, you always suspect them.
Why, of course. These savages are always to blame. The man was in the swamp. There are some rare animals there, and their venom is terrible. A healer from the area will know the antidote.
We could ask Lair. He will direct us to someone who understands remedies.
Хочу драться, надоело бегать уже. Хочу убивать. Из одной двери к другой, блин, бегаю. Настоятельница, наверное, не будем ничего говорить. Если так можно, конечно, насчет лагеря. Что будет атакован. Она там все равно в делах замешана кое-каких. Да и город я не люблю с инквизицией.
You've come back to see old Lair. I heard that you managed to retrieve the tablets.
Did Vindwal tell you?
Yes, and I feel more at peace, knowing that our brothers are alive, and that they will be able to join another clan. And you proved me right. Peace with the Renaigse is possible.
О. Так, дружба получен какой-то у меня. Каранц. Ачивочка выпала.
I need your advice. You may already know that one of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition.
I heard about it.
He has all the symptoms of a poisoning, but the anti-poisons we gave him had no effect. He must have been bitten by a creature of the swamp, and we're looking for a healer who would know of a suitable antidote.
So, you came to see me. Interesting. Our neighbors did not think for one moment that we
Да потому что они вас и считают так.
Alas, our Donegal is one of the exiles. But Vindwal knows plants well. She will know.
Thank you. I will go see her. I hope she agrees to help us. I have to go.
Like so many others.
Давай, все, пока. Бомжами, дикарями, не знаю, как удобно. Аж тошнить начинает. Блин, хотя уже столько прошел. Уже забрасывать-то и как-то нельзя игру-то.
Here you are again. What do you want?
What can you tell me about Lair, your former leader?
He is a man of peace. Some people dislike him, not me. Everything he did to save the village. But I think the mind shakers made him forget what we are. He almost speaks like them now.
I have come to ask for your help. Lair told me you know about remedies.
I do know a few of them. I have learned about plants. I used to want to become a Donegad.
One of the researchers came back wounded from the expedition. Apparently he was bitten by a creature of the swamp.
And now he has the Llewellyn fever. We have a good knowledge about this affliction. He will die if he does not receive proper
Ты прям капитан.
Do you know which antidote should be given to him?
Yes. These priests are idiots. They could have asked for our help, but they treat us like children. You are different. And you have allowed my son to join a new clan. So, I will give you the potion to cure the priest. Wait a moment. Make him drink this remedy and he'll get better.
Thank you, Vindwal.
Я же говорю, что вот эти инквизиции считают их бомжами. И нафиг не нужны им.
Where am I?
You are in Eden. You're safe.
Was I unconscious for a long time? The other members of the expedition, they are in danger. The swamp is so hostile. We weren't prepared for it. Some of our people have disappeared.
What caused these wounds?
A nightmarish creature. The swamp is full of them. A colleague and I had left to fetch some help when we were attacked. I managed to run away, but I don't know what happened to him. As for those who were at the camp, you must go help them.
Show me the location of your colleagues on the map. I will join them.
There. Please, hurry.
Thank you.
Хорошо. Не боись. Так, ну теперь-то все на этой карте. Ура. Им нужно ловушек поделать. Все равно каких. И чем больше, тем лучше. Нет, парализирующих не надо. Хотя, нет, они не наносят урон. Так, можно магическую, можно стихийную. Драконья кровь, сосновая смола, сыроежка. Есть у нас сыроега? Сосновая смола. О, да, сейчас мы сделаем. Мы столько этих ловушек сделаем. Аж 11 штук. Так, сумка, да? Тяжелое двуручное оружие 3. Продать можно. Слушай, возьму я, наверное... Сейчас просто думаю, кого взять. Тебе не... Ну ладно. Чего я хотел? Переместиться. Давай сразу у святилища. Святилище, еще часочек. И хорош. Ну, смотри, и здесь открылось, тогда было закрыто. И здесь должно открыться. А, подожди, может... Рассвет только начался. В другую сторону. Выставить магические ловушки. Нет, вниз, вниз и налево. Вниз.
I do not remember there being a path in this place the last time we came.
Indeed. It was probably cleared by the expedition. We should follow it if we want to find them.
Кольцо богослова. Сундук. Здесь нет ничего. Одну шляпу какую-то дают. Вы чё тут?
What's happening
Дорогу
here?
найти не
I could hear
можете.
you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the
Если
one
бы
who
не
told
орали
us where your
так,
camp
ты не
was.
нашел бы.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other companions. This is all your fault. This is yet more proof that you are not fit to lead such a team. I should be the one in charge.
Maybe you should calm down and explain to me what's happening here.
This expedition was undertaken with no concern for common sense. We are not equipped to explore this type of place. Our people are disappearing, and all we have found are some falsified writings.
Brother Virgil is terrified, which probably explains why he is being so disingenuous. We have made incredible discoveries, and we could find more.
You are beyond redemption. I won't waste another second talking to you. If you want to talk to me, Your Excellency, it will have to be without her.
How charming.
Да. Сейчас выслушаем точку зрения каждого, да?
Your Excellency, I hope you will forgive us for that scene. My relations with Virgil have always been difficult, but ever since we arrived here, it has been unbearable. I'm afraid we may need an arbiter.
Before anything else, I need to know what led to this situation between you.
What would you like to know?
Brother Fidelis told me that several members of the expedition have disappeared.
Yes, that's why he left along with Father Orbricus to fetch some help.
Который тоже пропал.
3 more of our colleagues are missing. And I'm not even talking about the ones who fell ill. I must admit that I underestimated the hardships we would encounter. I made a mistake. I should have prepared this expedition more thoroughly. But Virgil's being disingenuous does not help.
And no one has searched for those who are missing.
I wanted us to search for them, but someone later convinced me that it presented too much of a risk. Along with lack of preparation, our constantly decreasing number, and creatures swarming the area.
And by someone, I suppose you mean Brother Virgil.
Indeed.
Только что сама сказала, что плохо подготовлена, а теперь еще что-то жалуется.
For what reason were you
Женщина.
quarreling?
The expedition itself, I'm afraid. Virgil was always against it, especially under my supervision. For him, our discoveries in Eden were sufficient. They confirmed what he wanted. The rest did not matter. According to him, we should never have continued. And when we found new tablets, it became even worse.
Were they also written by Saint Matthias?
Without a doubt. The handwriting is the same. There are also some patterns, some islander symbols. It's fascinating. But what really angers Virgil is the content we managed to decipher. Our founder explains that he learned a lot from the islanders. Something our brother cannot accept. He now persists in saying that these tablets are fake, forged by the natives themselves.
I'm thankful for these pieces of information, but you understand that I will also have to talk to Brother Virgil.
Of course, that's understandable. You must hear us both before you can make a decision.
Да, она молодец, сама себе противоречит. Так, но она уверена то, что скрижали, то, что они нашли неподдельные, скажем так.
Brother Virgil,
what do you want?
Brother Fidelis told me that some of your colleagues went missing. Do you know anything about this?
They did not go missing. They were killed. It was the wild beasts, the diseases, and let's not forget the savages. We can feel their presence, roaming around the camp at night. I am certain that they are responsible for the death of our colleagues.
That's strange. There aren't many villages around here.
There aren't any. There are a few hermits, but they are not fighters. And they have better things to do than roam around their camp at night.
We have been in this region before, and the only native we met was a little insane, but would have been incapable of killing several priests.
Those savages may very well have been following us since our departure. We will not be safe on this island until it is entirely converted.
I see. So, you haven't tried to find your colleagues?
So we can die as well. I am not as crazy as Sister Eugenia.
Can you explain to me what caused such a quarrel?
The reason for it is very simple. It is Eugenia's folly. This woman should never have been the supervisor of our team. The discoveries made in Eden were sufficient, but no. She didn't want to stop the research. She organized this expedition in a hurry, without taking elementary precautions, and now she's accepting as facts the delirious writings we discovered on these tablets, without doubting them for even 1 second.
What do you mean?
We found some new tablets, allegedly written by Saint Matthias, but their content is so absurd that they were obviously forged. I am certain that the natives must have found these stones before us and modified their content.
How would they have done that? The natives cannot write.
They must have been helped by an unscrupulous settler. How would I know?
I cannot take sides in your quarrel for now. And, in any case, it is not what matters the most. Even if you think they are dead, we have to try finding your colleagues.
Well, if you are prepared to take such a risk, I can only commend you for your bravery and wish you luck. But I would not get my hopes up. You should start by searching the excavation site. To get there, take the path south of here. But be careful. The creatures that roam the area are ruthless.
Каменные таблички изменить, понимаешь? Вообще прям. Говорит, откуда я знаю? Красавчик, короче, с тобой все понятно. Да ты хоть растяпа? Ух ты, сколько всего открылось-то. Ну этот чувак вообще какой-то невменяемый дядька. Невозможно забраться. Хорошо. Невозможно, так невозможно. Сейчас придумаем что-нибудь. Так. Патроны есть. Ловушки есть. Зелье есть. Все, отлично. А музыка какая играет прям. Нет. Блин, вот так всегда поторопился. Там науку можно было применить. Там можно было применить науку. Все время спешу. Тем более, если у меня навык вкачан. Почему бы и нет? Да чтоб тебе, ты можешь нормально встать?
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace. And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death. This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack.
Понятно.
It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull.
Притащили его, короче, сюда.
And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Всем привет, всем привет. Так, куда нас там дальше-то ведут? Прямой, да? Ёб твою. Нахрена так пугать-то? Да иди сюда. Сейчас будем по ловушкам побивать. Вот так. Прям троих. Что-то они меня испугали. Магические ловушки хорошо на них действуют. Так, куда я там шел? Ага, их там уже намного больше. Ну, это чутка другие. Красота. Я так быстро ачивку выбью. Если они каждый раз будут подрываться сразу по 3. Еще забыл.
This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals. Even so, this wound looks different from the others. It looks like a knife wound.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
Смотри, это я сейчас на крестик нажал, если науку применяю.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened
Такой же
after
будет
he had
диалог, нет?
died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it.
Это абсолютно то же самое. Зачем тогда? Ладно, если бы что-то новенькое, какие-нибудь факты говорили, а то одни и те же диалоги с прокачанным науком без вообще нет смысла. Так, и у меня, по-моему, последний, да, остался? Сейчас какой-нибудь здоровяк тут будет. Дайте им подойти. Он еще плюется, тварь. Эх, не дают мне поиграться с ловушками. Так, ну вроде все, да?
The cause of death is no mystery. This man was attacked by one of those large reptiles, a Llewellyn, and yet, these iridescent marks on his skin make me think that a stasis spell was cast on him first. He was intentionally immobilized so that he would fall prey to this animal. It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Я говорил, мне с самого начала вообще не понравился. Я таких зверстучую. Так, это я куда не мог забраться, да? Быстрая тропа. Так, что-то я потерялся. Нет, это была не та быстрая тропа. Что такое? Что случилось? Так, ну показ вроде идет, да? А, вот здесь, наверное, можно подняться. Ну чё, чувак, попал.
Brother Virgil. Your Excellency! Weren't you supposed to be looking for our colleagues?
Indeed.
Ну, показ идет нормально.
I regret to say that they are indeed all dead.
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame for this.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages! Their thirst for blood is unquenchable. I knew we should never have come without an escort.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigze are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it be?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition, to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy, a dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes, I wanted to scare her.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues?
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so, but since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigze tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
Нифига себе. 100 монет. Нет, это точно. Приказать ему покинуть лагерь, разоблачить его перед всеми. Его, да, именно.
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to do next.
Я считаю, так будет правильнее. Ну, 100 монет и встать на его сторону. Это вообще ничто. 100 монет.
Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I have found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful. What happened to them?
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals, but it was all staged. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a thing? And who murdered them?
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of me.
Monster! You will pay for these crimes. These people you killed were our brothers, our friends.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation. And want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
Да ну что ты будешь делать? Ну, кто там еще? На нахуй, притык. Чего вы стоите-то? Помогите. Стоят, смотрят, как там, блин, долбит его. Выносливость, да, нужна? Так я и не вкачал. Теперь лагерь еще меньше стал. Хотя это все метет.
I'm sorry, sister.
Вообще
Brother
пофигу.
Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste. So many people died.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of everyone. But I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be judged.
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable, alas. But you did what you thought was fair. Here, take this. As a token of gratitude for shedding light on these dismal events. Alas. We will have to go back to Eden as well. There are too few of us to continue the research.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place was but a single step in St. Matthias's journey. The last tablets speak of a journey northbound, further up in the swamp. But even if Virgil is no longer a threat, we are not sufficiently well equipped to go there.
We could go there for you if you wish. You just have to tell us where to look.
That would be marvelous. Of course, you would have to start from the excavation site where he wrote this. I think I noticed a path going north when I was there, actually. Look for any traces of life. Perhaps you will be lucky enough to find more of his writings. That would be fantastic.
Don't worry. I will conduct this research and come find you here if I uncover anything.
Так, а чё у меня там? Телема минус, да, была? Симпатия. Блин, мостовой альянс и нафта нужно еще. Реально, вообще пофигу. Битва, не битва, он стоит, что-то метет. Так, что у меня с ловушками? 3 ловушки, да, осталось? Здесь я уже не пройду. Опять надо этот полукруг делать. Крюк, точнее. А можно еще... Не. Вообще слишком долго. Все, здесь Здесь чисто, здесь можно идти. Там я видел. Двое точно стояли. Двое ящеров. Так. Это здесь можно было спрыгнуть. Или залезть. Вот, залезть, да. И двигаться направо. Вот они, да, здоровяки. Что ты такое? Давай, иди сюда. Хорошо, ты смотри, как-то штукарю там снимает. Побольше бы только ингредиентов нафармить. Был бы вообще ништяк. Вон там еще стоят. Так, одностихийная, 10 ядовитых. Давай добьем ядовитую. Ой, стихийную. Вот так вот. И сразу ядовитые сюда поставим. Что, даже не наступать. Не наступить на ловушку. О. Ну и чего, блин? А, я же использовал. Я же использовал ярость-то. Давай, малыш, проходи. Так, а он хилится, да? Так, у нас есть варик подняться. Сейчас тупик проверим. О, сундук. Магическая ловушка. Даже ресов тут нету.
You'd have to be insane to want to live in such a place. Even a saint would want to stay dry.
Так, еще одну магическую сразу поставим. Здесь должен быть... А, это лагерь. Что я как-то не приметил даже. Район поисков. Выясните, куда ушел святой Матеус. Куда он мог уйти? Вот сюда, если только. Ой, ёж. Привет. Так, подожди, дай подумать. Дай подумать. Если он болотный, навряд ли он А вряд ли он на яд будет реагировать. Не то все. Можно, конечно, еще магические сделать. Еще оглушает. А, ну это тоже оглушает. Ого-го. Так, парализующая ловушка. Ладно. Не-не-не, все, не надо мне ничего. Пойдем драться, что делать-то? Патроны есть. Зелье есть. Эти есть. Зелье брони. Сопротивление. Ну давай, дружочек. Воу-воу-воу. И потише там давай. Так. Давай попробуем все-таки ядовитый. Сейчас мы вот так вот наставим. Уху. Ну ты что, дружище? Так и будешь кидаться копьем? Давай иди на ловушку. Пусть они упинают пока. Все, броню сняли, капец. Отлично, отравление пошло. Ну, вот я не вижу только за этой. За листвой. Ой-ой-ой, тихо. Тише. Еще один глоток. Отлично, зелье 50 штук выпил. Так, зелье брони еще. О! Сикора. О, это было близко. Три ачивки выпал за этот бой. Блин, вообще ништяк. Да, но боссы здесь вообще деревянные, если честно. Они очень медлительные по сравнению, если брать соус игры, то вообще прям бедный с ними. Ну да, был момент, что меня чуть не убил.
Someone lived here, no doubt about it. But you'll have to turn the place upside down if you want to make sure that an old man came here.
Ах камерка неудобная. Да полюбас он здесь живет. Сейчас придешь и скажет, какого хрена вы моего духа уничтожили, моего стража. Что такое было? Невозможно забраться. Не особо хотелось. Что у нас по ловушкам? 4 ядовитых, да? Это что такое? Опять вот это вот управление иногда меняется, непонятно как. Вроде ничего не жмакаешь. Так, ну я знаю, что здесь где-то. Можешь даже и не прятаться. Опа.
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them.
Ну, здесь больше не на что смотреть.
This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native. This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enonmiel Frictiman. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Menduis dat, Enonmiel Frictiman.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enonmiel Frictiman.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him.
Так, а что еще? Что еще я не нашел? А, вот алтарь, самое главное.
Looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent. I seem to recall that Saint Matthias is almost always depicted using a similar rosary.
So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donegad. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Donegada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been given to us by Enonmiel Frictiman.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
To think these old things could cause a civil war. Or long-lasting peace with the natives. It is a serious responsibility to decide what to do with them. But it isn't ours. Their saint, their decision.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Ну, тут... О, 21 уровень. Да, в чем-то был прав он все-таки. Ну, что поделать, такова жизнь. Усиливает потерю равновесия от навыка пинок. Да я пинками-то не пользуюсь. Так, все, вот, 3-й уровень, наконец-то, взлома. Потом у нас... Так, интуиция. Вот энергичность еще надо. Наука у меня что? Только... только 2, да, наука? Компетентность. Сколько я ячеек-то здесь сегодня выбил уже. Красотень. Просто красота. Так, а где лагерь был? Ой, я его прошел уже. Надо все, добить этот квест и идти, короче, на перерыв. На большой. Сейчас она в шоке будет. По любасику.
So, did you find anything? Or do you need my help?
We discovered a cave that was inhabited a long time ago by a whole group of people, mostly natives, who had obviously created a sacred site, as the place was guarded by a creature.
And have you found traces of our holy founder? New relics? Perhaps some tablets?
О, как же сделать-то? Не, ничего не нашел.
Someone from the mainland had probably lived there, but they must have died quickly. Unfortunately, though, I have found no irrefutable proof.
What a shame. And you...
No, and I searched well.
А мы сейчас по-другому сделаем сейчас, посмотрим.
Strange. So far, we have always found traces. I would have loved.
It would not have been a good idea. The area is.
Excuse me. I should. It's just disappointing. Perhaps I can convince my colleagues to organize.
Goodbye, sister.
А если я теперь... Сейчас, подожди, пройдет. Ну давай. Вот это что у нас за сохранение? Ладно. Что сделано, то сделано. Все, на этом, короче, всем спасибо за просмотр. Не болейте. Пока-пока.